I request the fielding team to settle as soon as possible. Fielding team, please settle down as soon as possible. Please settle your fielding. Vishal Desai. हाँ. Here we go, do or die for Rockstars. In the air, one bounce into the hands of the fielders. Will take a single comfortably. Apologies for no introduction. Vishal to bowl the first over. Jigar took the strike and Jayesh Kushte now on strike. Oh, one bounce and that's an Aviniman bounce, but Adarsh is tall as hell. No ball is going through his defenses.
No ball is going through. मतलब कोई ball जाएगा नहीं उसके सामने से वैसा.
लेकिन ये अगर फेस पे होता थोड़ा जोर से होता तो गया था.
Oh, and that's sent straight on the leg side for a 6. Swing and a miss.
ए गया.
Full toss punished deservingly on the leg side for an absolute maximum.
एक भी नहीं. जीतेंगे. ये नहीं जीता तो हम बाहर.
Oh. Yet another short ball, it's in the air, it is imminent to go out. Oh, that's a good effort by the fielder, but it just misses the reach of his hands and goes for another 6. Three straight 6s in a row. Last ball of this over. Last ball, last ball. Oh, finally a good ball. And just a single. Jayesh will retain the strike. And with this, we end the second over and the score is 35 runs for the loss of 0 wickets. 3 6s came in this over and now Adarsh Shetty is going to take the ball in his hand, marking his run up now. And a few words being exchanged between Jayesh and Jigar.
आदर्श शेट्टी. बॉलर नेम डाल. आदर्श शेट्टी.
He's calm and composed. Retains the strike and here we go. Second battle of this over. Oh, and that's a little too on the leg side and that has been punished. Gone out of the ground for 6 runs again. Low full toss goes on the boundary into the hands of the fielder. Chance of a run out. No, he makes it in time. Which brings Jigger on strike after a long time. And that's gone out of the park again. It appears that they are quite keen on bowling very much slot deliveries, I must say. The length is quite missing since the first over. They need to back up their length a little bit and stick to the basics.
हाँ अभी दे रहे हैं वो अंधेरा ना हो जाए इसलिए बोलते थे अभी देनी है दे दे
हाँ?
आपका है वो
ओवर ये आई थिंक तीसरा चौथा ओवर हो नहीं तीसरा ओवर है
क्योंकि एक कौन देगा
लाओ लाओ पर्दे पे तो आ दो यार पर्दे पे आ दो पर्दे पे शेयर हटा दो
ये चेयर इधर कर दे तू दे एक सेकंड वीडियो क्लिप ले
आप दोनों अच्छे पकड़ो
ऐसे ऐसे चल के आना फिर हाँ हाँ तू दिखा दी तूने दिया
होने वाला है
हाँ
लेकिन वो ऐसा बोलता है ना मैच एंड किकिंग आ रहा है
कवर ले लिया उसको बोला कि सिंगल बैट को ये वाला वो बोलता है नहीं सिंगल बैट को डबल बैट लोडर ले लिया फिर अभी क्या
Oh, he's not so aware. Over.
39 49 हाँ 49 डाल लो डाल लो
The score is 49 runs for the loss of 0 wickets at 3 overs. Rowdies, they need to pull the emergency brake on Rockstars' batting innings. They are going too fast. And Sarthak will take command of the bowling attack now. He changes the field slightly, moving them slightly to the right side. Long off is a little empty, but I don't think one's gonna aim over there. It's in the air, chance of a catch out. Oh no! Intervention and a drop catch. Was it Adarsh's catch or was it Mayank's? We don't know. All we know that it's a drop catch, and with that, Team 50 comes up from Team Rockstars. Edge! Oh! Valiant effort by Sanjay ji. Chance of a catch again. 2 missed catches and 2 deliveries.
चलेगा चलेगा आएगा आएगा
Team Rowdies, they are creating opportunities but are not able to seize it.
अभी फिर से आएगा चलो चलो चलो
That needs to be corrected.
बस ना ठीक है
Oh, swing and a miss. That's a great delivery. So far, halfway the over. Only singles, no sixes have come. 1-1-0 is the status of this over. Sarthak bowling a really great spell over here. Oh, he charges up and misses. Good length. And the part about Rowdies not backing up their length is now in action. They've backed up their length and sticking to the basics. And they know their game plan really well now. 4 balls have gone by, only 2 runs conceded. That's great if you ask me after the bludgeoning Rockstars gave them in the first 3 overs. Oh, swing and a miss again. Really great bowling by Sarthak, which
last ball
brings us to the last ball of this fantastic over. Only 2 runs so far. It's in the air, no man's land, and finally goes for a 4. Long-awaited boundary has finally come, but even with the boundary, only 6 runs has been conceded in this over. Wonderful bowling by Sarthak. And the score is 55 runs for the loss of 0 wickets after 4 overs. Who's bowling the next over?
खुद कर लेना एक बार
डाला उन्होंने बॉलिंग में
दोबारा करके वापस अंदर को दे हार है और ये अच्छा बॉलर है
लास्ट मैच हो गया
स्कोर
55 for the loss of 0 wickets. And Vishal, their first over bowler, has come back for his bloodlust of wickets.
पावर प्ले है क्या
And he commands to stop, and an apology has been issued. And forgot to mention that it is a power play over, hence the specialist has been called in the green jersey. Impressive battings by Rockstars, I must say. 0 wickets fallen so far. It's in the air. Is it a chance of a catch out? Oh no, just out of reach of Mayank. He ran quite the distance but couldn't capitalize. Goes for boundary in the very first over. In the very first delivery, I must apologize. Short ball, it's in the air, high, whose catch is it? Yes, says Ashit, and he removes his frustration by hitting the ball on the ground. Jayesh, the man responsible for majority of the runs of Rockstars on the board, has finally departed. Great innings by Jayesh, but he must go and the show must continue, and which brings on Rahul Sharma on the strike.
बैठी थी खड़ी हुई तो नहीं तब से थोड़ा स्लो भी हुआ
बैट्समैन ने
राहुल
राहुल नाम तो सुना होगा
स्कोरबोर्ड पे तो सिंगल डिजिट ही सुन रहे हैं
मारते हैं तो आज मत मारो कल
Grounded shot, fielded well by his face.
मुंह से रोका हाथ से नहीं रोका ऐसा लगा उनको
उसके बाद कहाँ गई देख रहा वो होता है
एसएसपीएल दंगे तो नहीं होते उनकी पेनल्टी लेकर
Slower ball which has been punished for 6. He's asking for 1 for the over and is in disbelief when the umpire declines his request.
मैं बैठती हूँ तो रन आते हैं मैं थक चुकी मैं नहीं बैठती
खड़े हो जाओ पर टीम के भविष्य के बारे में सोचो अपने प्लेयर के
उसको भी बैठ दिया
दूर भाग के आ रहा है देखो अभी वापस खाएंगे आप बैठ जाओ बैठो बैठो
Dot ball.
लास्ट बॉल
Last ball of this over. 2 boundaries conceded and they are currently sitting at 65. Oh, he's finally at a 6. Goes on the leg side. And with that, we complete the 5th over. The score is 71 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. The which brings us to the final 3 overs of this innings, and which brings out Sarthak again to the bowling attack. He only gave away 6 runs in his first spell. Now it's time to find out how much he gives this time. Maybe the very first ball he bowls goes for 6.
हमने इसको कितने मारे सबने बताया
Edge and gone on the leg side. Comfortable single taken. Brings Rahul Sharma back on strike.
3 घंटा 3-4 को पानी दे अभी वो पता नहीं
मैं भी पहले इसके बाद
खाने गई थी
शायद दोबारा टाइम हो गया जानता
और यहाँ
Oh, that's a brilliant Yorker by Sarthak. Brilliantly defended by Rahul too. Credit where it's due. That rhymes. It's getting late. Oh, has it hit the stumps yet? No, it hits the legs. Goes on the leg side. Sarthak continues his bowling brilliance yet again. Umpire.
ग्राउंड पे अभी आ रहे हैं बस 1 घंटा लगेगा नहीं कल है
It's in the air, high. Whose catch is it? Taken, and Jigger as well has to depart now. Both the openers who put up a really good total on the board are now finally gone. Great batting. Kudos, which brings out Kyron now. Their ace of spades.
मिलते हैं
न्यू बैट्समैन का नाम कायरन
कायरन शिवाले
आज ही 8 बजे
कमान जल्दी भाग आखिर भाग जाओ
आना पड़ेगा
2 deliveries left of this brilliant over. 1 run dot, 1 run and wicket.
मैं आपको बताऊंगा प्लेयर्स हाँ वो प्रिंट आउट लेके
I guess Sarthak is the emergency break they finally needed. Oh, that's a great ball. Beaten by the pace and length. Last ball of this over. Only 2 runs given so far. Slow ball, it's in the air. Is a chance of a catch out? No! I think it touched his hand. Did it? Goes for a 6. And that completes this good over. Score after 6 overs is 79 runs for the loss of 2 wickets, and now we move on to the final 2 overs of the game. Great bowling by Sarthak. 6 runs in the first over and only 8 runs in the second with a wicket. I guess the extra 2 does come with a cost.
तो 8वां ओवर करेगा ना 2 ओवर बस कर सकते हैं हाँ 6 ओवर अरे मैं ऑलरेडी 2 कर दी नहीं आदर्श लास्ट करेगा हाँ मयंक जी विशाल भाई ने 2 किए हाँ तो आदर्श नहीं कर पाएगा अशित करेगा अशित भाई एक अंकित करेगा
Oh, and that's straight out of the ground. 6 runs.
डर गया था
धक्का खाया क्या है तो कौन बस
दूसरा बॉल दे दो वहां चला गया
पुराना कंडीशन दे दो नया बॉल स्लिप
पुराने
होगा
दिए
हाथ से
पुराने दिए नहीं नहीं करते हैं
तुम दोबारा नहीं
नहीं अच्छा करता है
तुम किसको देते हो
देखते तुम देखते
Wide call by the umpire. Another wide ball. The game is losing some of its tempo. Last 2 overs. Rockstars need to accelerate to cross the 100-run mark, which they have, I think, in most of their games. And Rowdies currently hold the title for the highest total made. Oh, that's a no ball. No use of that catch. Oh, and that's a misfield as well. A very unfortunate event. He finally got a wicket, but it was a no ball, and turns out it's a free hit now. Karan will have all the freedom he needs to hit that ball out of the ground now. Oh, not so much pace around the ball and comfortably will get a single.
Last ball. दो ही हुआ है. अरे shit.
And that, I'm going to ask the umpire, is it? No. Okay.
6.
Direct ball and goes for a 6.
बैट पे बॉल देता है हर कोई थोड़ा दूर से
एक मैच हैट्रिक ले लिया हो गया.
सबसे ज्यादा आराम का 2 मैच का गैप और
हमें एक
Oh, it appears that Mangjan is losing his line and length completely. Someone needs to back him up mentally. It's the captain's responsibility.
सही है चल आप एक विकेट भी मार सकते हो ऐसा बोल नहीं सकती
Oh, that's a low full toss, but won't be punished enough. Oh! He's juggling the ball. Got me scared for a second over there. And
स्कोर बोल दे स्कोर.
98 is the score. Oh, a misfield.
मैं उसी को बोलने वाली हूँ थोड़े
ठीक है चले.
एक खा लिया इसका मतलब क्या होगा
105 हुआ. 105. 105.
ऊपर से खा लिया और उसके बाद बॉल ही नहीं ली
मैं ये अंकित कर रहा है.
गुस्सा आ गया
बैटिंग
पचास का खा
अरे बैटिंग है ना.
130 मतलब ये थोड़ा फिर तुम ही बॉलिंग
Over हो गया? Last over of this innings, the Rockstars are currently standing at 105 runs for the loss of 2 wickets.
वो कारण क्या बोल रहा था बता क्या चाहिए इधर आ बता के जा
And that's a short ball which is punished.
क्या रे
Oh, the Rockstars are in the driver's seat now. They are comfortably sitting on the 110 run mark as they are on 1-1-1.
ये हार्ट नहीं सही
It appears the Rockstars, my bad, Rowdies have lost their line and length after Sarthak.
come on Rowdies
Oh, and that's a wide.
इतनी गंदी बॉलिंग करो बैट्समैन हिट विकेट कर दे गंदी बॉलिंग करो हिट विकेट कर दे ऐसे बैटिंग करूंगा बोल मैं नहीं खेलूंगा गंदे बॉलर्स
Continues हम लोग ने
इसको बंद करो अभी.
एक और. Oh, chance of a catch but missed. Only a single.
वो तो खौफ में ही नहीं
That's the longest shot I've ever seen of the day, and that goes for 6 on long on. Rahul Sharma has found his form finally.
कितना बॉल बाकी है?
119 runs on the board and 3 more deliveries to go. Oh, that was a great effort by Mayank Jain, but it goes for 6 or 4? 2? 6 or 4? 4, okay.
अभी एक्चुअली पहले बैटिंग ही कर लेते
Well fielded there.
पहला फील्डिंग अच्छा किया तो अच्छे खासे फील्डर थे इनको हो गया गया था
लास्ट बॉल
And that brings us to the last ball of this innings and 124 on the board for Rockstars. Oh, swing and a miss.
बॉल अंकित
And with that, 124 on the board for Rockstars, which means the Rowdies will need 125 runs to win. This is a do or die match for Rockstars.
चारों मैच एक ही दिन में हो गए क्या? हाँ सिर्फ एक ही टीम है जिनके चारों मैच दो हो गया ना टेक्निकली दो टीम के तीन टीम बाकी सबके तीन तीन अच्छा क्योंकि कल दो मैच बचे हैं ना लीग में न्यू बॉल है ना
Okay, the Rockstars, they're going to get a pat on their backs for the brilliant batting they have done so far. Now the Rowdies, they need to pull off the great batting as usual, what they did against, unfortunately, Sultans. They have scored 131 runs,
अब ये क्या
and I'm sure they can score 125. Some certain team is depending on them.
पानी दे दो पानी तो मेरे को भी चाहिए चिल्ला
कोई तो मारेगा तो खा लेगा बॉल ही
कौन बच्चे की बोतल है वो दे दी चलो चलो होगा चीज लास्ट इनिंग
कम ऑन अभी भूलो फर्स्ट इनिंग धो डालो
थोड़ा पी लो इसमें नहीं ये टेबल चेयर नहीं दे रहे अभी इधर बस तो ये स्कोरिंग वाला बना रहा है बोलो बाबू आज नहीं निकालना विशांति पी लो इसमें बॉल दो खत्म कर दो चलेंगे
नाम क्या है सर
आज सिर्फ ये अपना वो दोबारा आपको कल
नाम क्या है सर
सिर्फ माइक लेके
क्या चाहिए दे दे
क्या पकड़ूं बोल ना हाँ जल्दी जल्दी अरे अंपायर स्टार्ट कर दो अच्छा वो मैं जल्दी बोल रहे थे बड़ा निकल लेते ना फिर बोलते फाड़ के दे दो नहीं एक तो आवाज भी
अंधेरा हो जाएगा
अंधेरा हो गया बाद में आपने कभी शुक्ला शुक्ला स्टार्ट कर चिल्ला रहे थे मैच था
कोई और कर लो अंपायरिंग कोई और कर लो
आ गया मेरे को कोई आइडिया नहीं
होना भी नहीं था आना भी अभी तक नहीं आया था
ओपनर व्हाट्स योर नेम
Here we go, 125 to chase. And that's a classy shot. Chance of a run out on the very first ball, which brings Sathak on strike. Can I please know the name of the non-striker? Arpit? Yes, thank you.
मैंडेटरी
First over is mandatory power play.
वो ऐसे ही खेला नहीं जा रहा तो बोलेंगे 6 डॉट कर अच्छा बॉलिंग बैटिंग नहीं ओपनिंग भेज दिया ना तो
Oh, placed carefully. They are not hitting any macho man shots which could risk their wickets. And Kyron is keeping them on their tracks, making sure that they don't hit it big.
नहीं था आना ऊपर मैंने बोला नहीं नहीं कोई और कर सकता था
इधर बैठ जाओगे चलेगा क्या इधर से मैच दिखेगा मैच बढ़िया ये आप एडिट करते रहो फिर उसको
Oh no! He threw away his wicket, and then Kyron threw away that wicket. What a coincidence. What is happening around here? Quite a comedic event, I must say. He's defending that over, and then Kyron threw away that lollipop of a catch. Oh, and that's a wide. Good bowling regardless. Good length by Kyron. The Rowdies are on defensive mode currently.
नहीं जी मारेंगे धुआंधार रुक जा
Oh, and that's dispatched for a 4. Brings us to the last 2 deliveries of this over. 7 runs currently for the loss of 0 wicket, and Sarthak is going to exchange some tips to work with his batting partner.
मजाक ले रहे थे तो गंदा मारा राहुल भाई आज ही कर दो तुम्हारा आपके सामने
Oh, wow. No. That's unfortunate. It was supposed to be a catch, but it's a power play. Oh, no chance of a run out. Little bit of miscommunication. Was that a slow ball or was that a low full toss? Completely calculated. What a coincidence. We will never know. Last ball of this delivery. Of this over, I apologize. 8 runs on the board currently. And white ball. Even after changing sides, it's a white ball.
प्रेशर पे बॉलर
Oh, and that's a white ball again. Kyron is in disbelief. How can this be a white ball? He's working hard to deliver those wide Yorkers, but they are just missing the white line by a few inches or centimeters, I must say. Even the smallest make differences. He changes side to right arm over. Oh, and yet another wide. It's a barrage of white balls being bowled by Kyron. What is happening?
ये एक मैन ऑफ द मैच बचा है ना देना है हाँ यही मैच का पिछले मैच का भी बचेगा
गंका जी को दे दिया
दे दिया था ना
हाँ दे दिया एनी सेंटी ने फोटो वीडियो लिया था मैंने दिया था
तो इसी मैच का बचा
हाँ इसी मैच का बाकी है
Oh, and that's a defensive shot, which brings 13 runs on the board for Rowdies for the loss of 0 wickets after the first over. Well, playing defensive finally paid off with that barrage of wides being bowled.
15 थे है ना
कंपेयर मत करो आप बस पीटने का सोचो बस
पीटने का
Parashit, second over. Sarthak on strike.
साथ तक इसको धो दे अगली बार बॉलिंग पे ना आए चिढ़ गया
Field changes being made, and here we go. Paras versus Sarthak. And they made us wait so long just for Sarthak to hit a 6 off the very first ball. Here we go. They have quite a big total to chase, and they don't have all day to chase. And And that was not a bad ball, but Sarthak is not a bad batsman himself. Dispatched on the long on side for 6 runs. 2 deliveries bowled, 2 sixes hit. And Sarthak is going to go for a little walk to have a talk with himself. Oh, that's a grounded shot after so long. Will get a single comfortably, which brings Arpit on strike. Grounded shot again. Paras coming back after being hit for 2 sixes. 2 singles and 2 sixes. Oh, that's a great ball. Oh, that's spun. Last ball of this over. Oh, and a white ball. The over continues. It is the last match of the evening, I suppose. And it's going quite slow. Oh, that's a great shot. Oh, misjudged, and that's gone for a 4. Paras was containing the Rowdies team really well. After being hit for 2 sixes, he contained the batsman for 3 more, and then bowled a wide and got hit for a boundary. And that marks the end of the second over, and the score is 32 runs for the loss of 0 wickets. And they currently need 93 runs in 36 deliveries. Jigger to bowl the third over. Oh, edged and gone! What a surprise! Jigger getting a wicket on the very first delivery of his over.
वाले तो SPL खेलते हैं फेकू प्रीमियर लीग
And the two friends collide in 2 different colored jerseys. Adarsh versus Jigger. Friends in the building, enemies on the ground for now. Short ball and punished. That was hit with good intent and a strong hand. Oh, it's in the air. And that is obviously a 6. Hits the tree and comebacks on the ground. First ball wicket, next 2 sixes. Adarsh making a statement loud and clear that I'm not here to play tuk-tuk. Oh, about that.
लेकिन ये कैसा सब वापस वाला ये ना तो लीगल है ना सब वापस का टूर्नामेंट उसके लिए लीगल है
क्या हुआ? हाँ हाँ
खतरनाक बॉलर भी है भाई ये किरण महाराणा जी था ना
शायद
हाँ शायद
And dispatched out of the ground for the third six in this over. And with this six, the team 50 for Rowdies comes up.
फिर वो एक आता है पोलार्ड वो याद है पिछले साल था आईपीएल में ऐसा लग रहा है
7 फुट लंबा है ना
सेकंड फ्लोर से बहुत लंबा
7 फुट
शरीर इतनी भी नहीं चाहिए नहीं रे
And yet another six. They were going expensive. 4 sixes in this over. And that completes it. And the score is 57 runs at the loss of 1 wicket at 3 overs. Needs 68 runs in 30 deliveries.
नेक्स्ट
Required run rate being 13.6 runs. Who's gonna bowl the next over? Rahul Sharma close to the pitch.
वो मैं माइक पे नहीं बोल सकता बॉल इधर डाल देंगे वरना वो फिर वो मैच के टाइम हम बोल रहे थे हाँ राहुल शर्मा बोल
Rahul Sharma, infamous for a record, I can't say. Oh, and the very first ball is a chance of a catch out and taken. Has it touched the curtain? No?
अरे बहुत ले लिया ये मत बोल भाई वो आगे था कर्टन
Out, says the umpire. Okay. May I please know the name of the person who took the catch? Jinal. Adarsh departs after a blistering knock. And that brings out new batsman name, please.
मयंक न्यू नया बैट्समैन
Mayank, which brings out Mayank the bowler on strike.
हो सकता है अगर एक ठंडा ओवर या
प्लेयर रहने चाहिए ना यार अभी कोहली रहेगा पीछे तो समझ में आ रहा है अभी भुवनेश्वर खड़ा है क्या जीतेगी फिर सही से यही सार्थक है जब तक थोड़ा जान
Oh, that was not a ball you want to bowl, but they capitalized on it. So only one given.
लेफ्टी है ना
नहीं दोनों राइट ही है
दोनों राइट है अभी एक लेफ्टी बैट्समैन है उनकी टीम में जो इस बार
बंटी आ रहा है ना
याद नहीं उसका नाम
तो अपने मैच से फुर्सत नहीं मिल रही एक भी नहीं
Goes on the back foot and lashes that ball out of the ground for a six. Cracking shot. He already knew where the ball was going to pitch. Took 2 steps, back foot, and then lodged the ball out of the ground. Great six by Sarthak. The very first ball of this over was a wicket, followed by a single, and now a six. And Sarthak here again. And straight down the ground, easily, no mercy, six again.
comparison after 3 overs Rockstars was
Okay, if anyone is wondering for the comparison, Rockstars after 3 overs were 49 for 0.
Rowdies leading by कितना रन होगा
Oh, and that is history repeated again. On the back foot, comfortably sent out of the ground. For a six again, 3 consecutive sixes for Sarthak off Rahul Sharma's deliveries.
मैं नया बॉल से लाओ पैकेट
And
मत बोलो
कितना है हमारा
बंका जी ने कितने बॉल में 50 मारा था?
कौन है माइक
And with that boundary, and at the end of the over, the score is 80 runs for the loss of 2 wickets after 4 overs, and Sarthak has completed his half century.
वापस अनाउंस करना एक सेकंड एक
अब नहीं कर सकते।
फिर तो उसको बैट करने की बोल सार्थक बैट
अभी मिस हो गया अपॉर्चुनिटी मैच है।
एक सेकंड
Kyron returns.
किया भी तुमने whatever तुम अपना टीम
Kyron returns for a second spell because things are going out of hand, and it must be stopped at all costs for Team Rockstars to win. 45 required in 24 deliveries.
चल तेरी बारी ठोक इसको की पेस
Oh, beaten by the length. Preempted shot, I must say. And now, Mayank getting his hands dirty to get a good grip on the bat. I would like to quote Sachin, but that is not family friendly. Oh, edged and chance of a catch out. Samir gets the ball quickly and chance of a run out. Great throw there by the wicket keeper. It's in the air. Is it a catch out? Jayesh looks on to the ball and oh, it's dropped. He leaned a little too back on the curtain and on the sound team, which is a 6.
पानी पानी खत्म कर
बैठो आराम से मैच देखो। 38 चाहिए 21 में।
किस पे 38 चाहिए
And dispatched on the leg side. Sarthak here on a blistering knock. 93 runs on the board for Rowdies for the loss of 2 wickets and 2 more deliveries to go. Oh, that's a great ball.
चलेगा चलेगा उसका कॉल
A defensive shot to end the over, and Sarthak is going to retain the strike. And at the end of 5 overs, the score is 94 runs for the loss of 2 wickets only, and they need 31 runs in 18 deliveries. The last 3 overs of the game are here, and the last 3 overs of this day of play are here. They are going to need to strategize, both of them, Team Rowdies, Team Rockstars. The Rockstars, it's a do or die. For Team Rowdy, just another stepping stone in the puddle. Paras to bowl is second, and I'm going to have a bite.
कितना रह गया
3 ओवर हो गया 3 ओवर और
चाहिए कितना
31 18 में बन जाएगा
31 5 छक्के
5 छक्के रह गए
Oh, great ball, great wide yorker there by Paras. Well fielded. 30 needed and 17 deliveries. Exactly 5 sixes. Will Team Rockstars let them hit those 5 6s? Well, to answer that question, there's the first 6 of the remaining 5.
अरे बाबा ट्रॉफी कंट्रोल कंट्रोल
मैम को भी ट्रॉफी चाहिए.
And with that, Team Rowdies crossed the 100-run mark with a 101 on the board. Excitement on the batting dugout. Another one sent over long on. 6, number 2 of the remaining 5. Rockstars are in big trouble now. 18 runs required and 15 deliveries. They're going to need to pull off a miracle now. They need a maiden over desperately. Oh, and it hits the pole. Is it a 1D or is it what? No, oh. Dot ball signaled. Great wide Yorker. Oh no, it's a wide. Remove the Yorker. It's just a wide. And that's a low full toss. It is really a chance of a catch out and taken. Oh, one bounce and still taken.
कौन आउट हुआ?
And with that, Mayank Jain departs. He did his part well. Hit a few sixes when that brings out Ashit Shetty. And to talk a thing about him, he has already hit a 50 in the very first match he played, I guess.
याद दिला देना बेटा खाने में बिजी हो भी
Last ball of this over. 17 required in 3. Oh, Paras is asking if there's an edge. And that's a dot ball. And at the end of the 6th over, the score is 108 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. 17 runs required in 12 deliveries. If the Rockstars need anything done, they need to get a really great over right now.
आप बोलते तो निकल लेते
नमस्ते चाची.
जिगर हो रहा बैट बॉलर
क्या हुआ?
टॉप पे है बॉलर जिगर हो रहा
फिर क्या हुआ?
4 गया
अभी कुछ 4 आया.
White ball called by the umpire. On to the hands of the fielder, caught comfortably and will go for a single. 114 on the board, need 11 runs in 10 balls.
मैच के बाद याद दिला देना
बैठ जा छोटे, उधर कहीं बैठ जा ना.
That's a great shot. Great grounded shot and goes for a boundary. My apologies.
लास्ट से जल्दी मारो
7 रन चाहिए, 7
अंधेरा नहीं होने देंगे मार दो
7 रन चाहिए।
7 रन चाहिए ये बॉल पे खत्म
7 बॉल में 1 बॉल पे कैसे मारेगा
नो डालेंगे
एक 9 भी होगा
हाँ, लाइट्स ऑन हो गई।
लास्ट बॉल है क्या
नहीं हो गया नो तो नहीं हो गया
Oh, swing and a miss.
अंपायर ऐसे कर रहा है
Just delaying the inevitable.
आप प्लीज जोर से मत उठना, ट्रॉफी के बारे में सोचना जरा।
आराम से उठ लो
हाँ, अभी भूकंप आ गया था ट्रॉफी टेबल पे।
मेरी है फिर से भूकंप मत आ जाए
Oh, straight into the hands of the fielders. I think they're really comfortable winning the game by singles now. 6 runs needed in 7 balls.
खत्म करना खत्म कर
This player has an ability to finish the game in style.
Are we going to see a finish off in style by Sarthak? He's already hit a 50.
2 माइक चाहिए कम से कम यार तब कमेंट्री करने में मजा आता है
And yes, he has. And with that, Sarthak finishes off in style and he reaches 78 runs. And I believe that is the highest individual total of this tournament so far. And with this play, we conclude day 1 of the Super Premier League 2024 season. And unfortunately for Rockstars, they have lost all their group stage games and have tied 1. And Rowdies win the game in the last over.
आ रहा यार, बच्चे की जान मुझे। एक मिनट भाई, डिमांड हो रही है।
वीडियो ले पूरा
हाईएस्ट स्कोर आया है आई थिंक
पहले पूछ
मिनट क्रिकेट पे चेक करो ना, 72 78 मारे किसी ने।
अरे जो भी बोला बोलता है
शायद हाईएस्ट स्कोर है इसके। हाईएस्ट स्कोर देखो किसका है। ये स्किप मार दो, कोई नहीं। ये शायद हाईएस्ट स्कोर है, मैन ऑफ द मैच में अनाउंस कर सकते हैं।